morning.
Good morning.
It's actually morning.
It is.
We're here at the summit of Highway 6 on Summit Lake. I was going to ask what the lake's called, but we're on the summit, on Summit Lake. Did our first delivery in the cusp, and we got a tight timeline. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. No time for introductions. Driving directly into the sun. We'll see how this goes with video cameras. Nobody coming. But I don't think we've ever shot video here at Summit Lake.
I think this was the lake I was talking about wanting to kayak.
Yes. I know I lost a camera over here shooting a video coming this way.
Yeah.
Coming to Summit Lake.
Beautiful.
Oh, nice waterfall, yeah. I knew we would be driving directly into the sun, but no snow. We're at the summits, no snow. The roads are a little wet. We heard a little drizzle last night, but I wonder if Paulson actually got any snow.
I forgot to look. That can be another day's problem later on.
Summit Lake rest area. As I remember, it's not big enough for a big rig. That is a four-wheeler only rest area. And a boat launch there too. So if we want to go kayaking, that's where we start. I see a grade on the other side of the lake. I wonder if there used to be a railroad that came up and over this. It wouldn't surprise me if there was a railroad up here. Probably part of the Kettle Valley Railroad system.
The only thing about kayaking here, it definitely looks like a strong wind current.
Right now it's windy, yep. Is it windy all the time up here? Who knows?
I think we can do this. Okay.
Pretty bouncy road.
Oh, it's a beautiful road though.
The cusp was pretty quick at unloading me, so that was good.
We did have to wait till 8 a.m. though, so that really...
Yeah. But right now my ETA to KMT is 1:30. Sometimes trail makes you wait a long time, and that could really get us in trouble. So we have two opportunities of them making us wait, which will be problematic, but what you need is a piece of cardboard. Because a piece of cardboard didn't get put into that camera.
Yeah, and you didn't do that.
So unclick the camera.
Oh, it's a beautiful view. These men are so stronger than me some days.
It's also that mount is a very awkward angle. So don't hit any buttons.
Trying. It's a lot harder than what you think. No, another mount moved. Is that correct?
You're good.
Okay.
Now you don't have a vibration anymore.
Well, I'm more worried about if it's a straight camera angle or not.
Yeah, maybe tap it down a little.
Nope, no can do.
Yes, you can. You are capable of. Looks fairly straight to me.
I'm capable of moving it. I'm not capable of knowing if that's make it better or worse.
Anytime Jess struggles, she goes, I can't. And I'm like, yes, you can.
Well, I can't do a straight line, even with a ruler.
You can't do a straight line even with a ruler.
Yeah.
That seems like a you problem.
I told you I can't do certain things.
We don't have engine brakes on. Let's turn those on. Like some of these downhills are pretty aggressive. New Denver, 24 kilometers away. Like I said, it's a bouncy road. Feels like we're going through turbulence on an aircraft.
I don't really think about it, but when you mention it, it's bouncy, but not. I don't know.
Some of them are bouncy enough to throw you out of the lane, right? So where all of a sudden it's like, oh, I need more steering input.
I don't really think about it in terms of they need to fix the road bouncy. It's just bouncy.
See, as far as I'm saying, we're going to get to our chipper, our reload at 1:22 p.m. if Castlegar and Trail both take 1 hour to unload me. If they take less than 1 hour, I'll be earlier than that. If they take longer than 1 hour, I'm in trouble. Because they stop loading at 2:30. If you call and let them know. And you're in their good books.
It would really stink to have to wait till tomorrow to load.
Oh, that would really suck. Even if we load today, the chances of making home today are unlikely.
Yeah, but we'll be on our way home.
We'll be only a couple hours away from home.
Yeah.
But the extra trail load means we don't get a full 2 days off after all. That's okay. I hope that's okay. If I can't load today, then it wouldn't be very okay. I'd be a bit upset. Can't even do full speed limit on a road like this. Too many curves. Got some spectacular viewpoints coming up, guys. Overlooking, what's the lake called? Slocan Lake?
I'll see if I can look that up.
It's the city of Slocan, so the lake is probably Slocan Lake, right?
I mean, you still in Denver and Silverton and all these other, but Slocan's at the end of it, yes.
Okay.
But it is Slocan Lake.
Edited yesterday's video. That was fun. The lush green is just so nice. Contrast was a bit strong on the rear facing camera, but it was a little too dark. But I don't edit any of the contrast stuff on the videos. That would just be way too much work. I have been getting emails of people asking if they can edit my videos.
Yeah,
I'm
how
like,
much do they want?
You don't want to work for $4 to edit one video, because that's how much I make, or that's how much money I make off of that one hour of editing of that one video. This car's been turned off.
Wondering why they're on their brakes the whole time. Or is that just their lights? I don't know.
That's their brakes, because the center light is on too. Not turning off, huh? Could be tourists. Or screaming turning off. Just turn off already. I'm leaving you lots of space so you can turn off. Be pressuring you instead, huh? Oh, now they're gaining speed. Okay. We're just super slow through that. 10 kilometers below the speed limit. There's Slocan Lake. I see it through the trees. Speed limit might be 90 here, but
good viewpoint without trees.
we'll get some good viewpoints without trees. We will definitely get some good viewpoints without trees. Can you see that whole mountain burnt last year? Anything that's not green was a fire from last year. Such beautiful mountains over here.
Absolutely. In front of us, to the side of us, behind us. talking about a 360 camera on this road.
Oh, so you can just point it to wherever? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. That mount I was talking about on I guess on Tuesday we were talking about it for that Monday failure on a broomstick
Yeah.
in a 2x6 and then strap the 2x6 down. Put a 360 cam on that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I know my brother has a 360 cam. I know for a fact, because we've tried, my computers are not strong enough to process that camera.
We haven't tried it with my new computer.
That's true. But the amount of more editing we would have to do with a camera like that.
Yep.
Definitely a highway you should take on a motorbike ride in the summer. If you live anywhere in the Okanagan or the Kootenays here, do a 2-day loop taking, let's start in the Soyuz. Take 97 up through Oliver, OK Falls, Penticton, up to West Kelowna. From OK Falls to Penticton, take East Side Road with a motorcycle. And then from West Kelowna to Vernon, take West Side Road. And then loop through Vernon, take Highway 6. Through Lumbee, through Nakusp, through New Denver, down to South Slocan, down to Castlegar, down to Trail, and then take the Strawberry Pass up to the Paulson, down through Grand Forks, Greenwood, Midway, Rock Creek, and back to Soyuz. One big loop. That would be absolutely gorgeous motorcycle ride.
Fun.
And if you wanted to make it longer, once you get to South Slocan, instead of heading south to Castlegar, head up to Nelson, take the ferry at Nelson, or a little after Nelson there, on 3A, or is that still 6? I can't remember. All the way down to Creston, and then come up and over the Kootenay Pass. Back to Salmo, and from Salmo head down to Trail. That'd be a longer loop, probably a 3-day loop, but also more beautiful riding.
Well, you could really just go in there and go to Soyuz up to Revelstoke and then take the road from the ferry.
You miss the road from Lumbee to Nakusp.
You would.
You'd miss a beautiful drive there.
The road down from Revelstoke is really pretty too.
It is. It's, not really. It's from Revelstoke to the ferry is pretty boring, but from the ferry to Nakusp is beautiful. Yeah. Come on, car. Understand the mission here. You need to find the throttle so I don't have to slow down. Golf course here, Slocan Lake Golf Club.
They're smart enough to put some trees there.
That way I can't honk as they make a swing.
And it's a lot harder for you to see. Yep.
I still want to know the answer to yesterday's question. Was I the jackwagon? My personal answer to the question yesterday was, that was funny, but yes, you were the jackwagon.
Bugs everywhere. Bugs. Trying to take some photos.
New Denver, 1 kilometer.
See if it makes us a reference if we say there's zombies there.
You know what? I've brought that up, and apparently our demographic of people that watch these videos, I have never, not a single time, got a comment back about Project Zomboid. No, you know, but apparently nobody that watches my videos plays Project Zomboid, let alone download the map called New Denver.
When we did the geocaching, that one worked.
Yeah, geocaching. Apparently some of you guys watch geocaching.
I don't know.
Or some of you guys not watch you. Some of you guys geocache.
I was like, I don't know so much about watching, but okay. Here you can go over to Caslow, take 3A. That's another fun road.
Yeah, okay. Coming down this on the motorcycle, you got more options. You could take 31A across through Ghost Town. It's 31A.
Is it 31 or 3?
31A.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about. Because I'm looking at the GPS. Over to Caslow and then go down to Nelson that way. That's another alternative route.
But you do miss some of this beautiful drive coming up.
You do miss, yeah, you want to do both. If you live in Nelson, that's an awesome loop. Do just this little loop. Go from Nelson up to Caslow, come up and over to New Denver, and then back south to South Slocan, and then back to Nelson. If you live in the Kootenays, this would be an awesome little day loop. It's funny delivering in the cusp. The manager's coming out and looking at all the other stuff on my load.
Uh-huh.
He goes, looks like we're the first drop, so what else is on here that we don't know we can order?
Oh.
He goes, look at these fencing. They make these out of metal now. He goes, I got to look into that. Those are getting popular. I should get some of those. And then the forklift unloading all of a sudden just goes, I got him to move a pallet, and he goes, oh, those are interesting. Jumped out and took a look at it, and then took a picture of the tag. He goes, I'm going to order some of those. Because they don't get to the warehouse very often. They don't know what there is for sale. What could they have on their shelves that customers would buy?
Yeah.
He just goes. The forklift driver goes, all the people that do the gardening, they would love these.
What was it?
It was just plywood sticks, like garden stakes, but made out of plywood.
Oh, okay.
Basically really cheap, that will rot in your garden. But if you will need a stake, you need to stake the garden for in spring when you're planting. Mm-hmm. Stake the garden, by the time fall comes around and winters come, those steaks have rotten away, and you don't have to worry about picking up every single steak.
Yep.
And they come in full 8-foot length, so you can cut them to length.
The best way to do it, probably.
But they're designed so if you have a little tiller, they would just till right through the steak, and just mulch it up and be part of the ground, part of the fertilization method. Speed limit's 80 between New Denver and Silverwood. No. Is that no? I'm not-
Silverton.
Silverton. There we go. I was almost right. But there's no way anyone can do 80 kilometers an hour on here. Well, maybe a car could. Motorcycle would struggle to carve these corners at 80 kilometers an hour. People always go, motorcycles are better at cornering. It's like, no, when you have a lot of tight corners, a car can go around them faster than a motorcycle. And I guess it does depend on who is sitting in the car seat and who's sitting on the bike seat. Beautiful view with power lines.
Pretty much.
Welcome to Silverton.
Yeah, that photo's like basically useless because of the power lines.
Yep. There should be another beautiful viewpoint as we leave Silverton.
Okay.
Don't remember if power lines are in the way or not, but there is a beautiful viewpoint. Oh, I'm going too slow. It says I'm doing 47. Full throttle. There we go. Let's get it up to 50. There we go. The problem with those signs is it's a competition to see who can get the high score.
At least you have that problem. I don't have that problem.
That's definitely a problem I have. Every time I see one of those signs, I want to have the high score. Looks like we got construction. Slow her down. I'm surprised we didn't deliver here to Silverton Building Supplies. Most of the time if we go to Nakusp, we also do a delivery here. I think that's highway washing. Yeah, that's going to be washing the highway. Got your photo?
I don't think so. As good as it's gonna get.
Problem with us being in the shade here, I'm sure the video is going to be very blown out. Either the shade here is going to be very dark, or the sunny parts are going to be way too bright. Only 13 degrees Celsius. Brrr, hot. Anyone get that reference? very big climb. So over here, the fire on the other side of the lake was so big that embers from the trees on the other side burning floated across and landed on this side and lit this side on fire.
It was crazy.
So the fire was that intense that it came across a huge lake. So coming up, I think near the summit, you'll see that this side has been burnt a little bit too. They fought this side super hard. They just stopped fighting the other side and went 100% on this side. It's like, nope, we can't handle one fire. We definitely can't handle two, so get the one out on this side now.
I think that was the same year the fire did that in West Kelowna.
Jump the lake. Got myself a granola bar. Nobody behind us. Resume speed. I don't think I ever saw a reduced speed sign.
I'm pretty sure it was there.
Maybe inside all the equipment. Right here, look, these trees are all burned. Okay, not all, but there's a whole bunch of burnt trees here. Those trees burned could destabilize this highway.
Yeah.
If we had heavy rain, the chances of this highway washing away would be higher.
Most definitely.
Especially in a year or two from now.
Well, but what?
Yeah. Those trees rot out, this is going to be a very unstable slope. If in the next few years we heard this road got washed away with a big landslide, we know. We know why. Forested a lot of the burnt trees.
Yeah.
Basically, these trees are burnt and dying, but we can still use them for lumber because they're still good on the inside. They just got burnt on the outside. Or they might wood chip them and use them to make electricity out of. 5% grade here climbing. We're doing a bit better than yesterday because we're quite a bit lighter. 4 lifts of lumber off and 4 lifts of rebar off.
Makes a difference.
Huge difference. So as the snow is melting, Jess was saying that some of the fires from fall are coming back out.
Overwintering fires, I think.
Overwintering fires. Basically, there are fires that in the winter they continue to slowly burn in the root system, right?
And then they come back up in a different location.
So they're burning in all these roots where trees' roots are all intermingled with each other. They're just these slow burning embers. They burn themselves out enough that oxygen gets down into there. And then in spring, when everything melts, all of a sudden you have fires from last year that reignite themselves. Hundreds of meters from where the fire last was. I don't know how far it traveled over winter, but
I think it varies. But it was pretty interesting to learn about. But yeah, definitely have some of those up north. I kind of say like Fort Nelson up to Alaska Highway type of area.
oh yeah. There was a hairpin at the bottom of this, but maybe that's a little further down. Time of day, no school bus. I'm like, school bus turnaround. You have to quickly look at what time of day it is. Should I be ready for a school bus? So I'm guessing this little pull-up right here. School bus does a U-turn. Burnt on both sides. Fire burnt on the left-hand side here. So, little spots here and there where it's like, wait, this is away from the main fire. Just an ember and landed there, and there's a little spot fire. I'm sure they have crews that all they do is go from spot fire to spot fire. Gotta be pretty chaotic. Got some more viewpoints coming before we get to Slocan. The lake doesn't end until we get to Slocan, so. Doesn't Slocan Lake have an old steam engine at the bottom of it?
I believe it was that one.
I think.
We were watching the video. It's over here somewhere.
I think there's a steamer in the bottom of Slocan Lake, which once again, like earlier I said, the Kettle Valley Railroad. So they would have the Kettle Valley Railroad come up to Slocan, steam across the lake, and then the railroad would continue north. So that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now thinking of that documentary, there's got to have been a railroad that went up to the cusp from, what are we flashing lights for?
Probably a cop.
Well, I don't care cop, but elk? If it's a deer, I don't care either. Fallen rocks? Like what is a good reason for flashing lights?
So far, nothing. It has to be random construction that you aren't prepared for, but I don't know.
This valley got burned on both sides of the road. Just little spots here and there. This is the hairpin I was talking about.
It's always so beautiful seeing it. Water underneath.
The old road used to go a little further and the hairpin was even tighter.
Enterprise Creek.
Enterprise Creek. Beam me up, Scotty.
How many references do we have in this video?
Yeah. Oh boy. That pickup did a quick swerve not to cut the corner. I cut corners. I do it myself. I don't want to be a hypocrite there, but I don't do it if I can't see around it.
Still trying to figure out why the lights flash.
Yeah.
Must have
No
been
reason,
one.
or far down the road. They flashed way too early.
It could be like one deer.
Yeah.
I'm also looking for bear because they probably would be out over here. Especially over here, you probably would have grizzlies.
Especially since only the one car flashed.
Yeah.
Nobody else has. I figured there might be fallen rocks through that narrow section, but nothing. Waka waka waka. 11 kilometers till the lake ends.
I was looking at Castlegar 82.
Everything on the right is burnt over there. I almost said left. Everything on the right has been quite burnt there. I don't think it's coming through on the video, but we can see through the trees better than the camera does. I always find it funny, the things that the camera can see better, looking through fog.
Yep.
Camera does a better job of looking through fog. But the camera does a much worse job of showing elevations and bumps and holes and potholes and stuff like that. Rough roads, the camera does not do justice. And they're looking through trees. The human eye can look through them. The camera, I guess shutter speed is too slow to properly look through. It might be a wide angle lens too, because on video it feels like we're flying through here when we're not even doing the speed limit. Start getting some viewpoints here shortly. Never mind. Right here are some viewpoints. There's better ones coming shortly. And we'll call it a day once we get down to Slocan. Don't actually drive through Slocan, it's off the main road, but we'll call it at the bottom of the hill.
Really nice donut that they graffitied on the middle post.
Oh yeah, I've seen some of those, yep. You see the safety cones and then sometimes you see the donuts. Gorgeous.
I wasn't ready to take a photo. It's beautiful.
I told you they were coming.
I know.
You can still get another photo here, but...
I don't know. The photo I wanted was behind us.
Yeah, facing back. Yeah. Beautiful blue lake on the bottom. Yeah, magical. We're ending this video on a magical moment.
You can actually see the shadow of this mountain in the water.
In the water. Yep. Yep. Unfortunately, the lighting of this is not the greatest, but
it is what it is.
in the shade like this, looking at the mountains are washed out. Or the shadows, like I said, the shadows too dark or the mountains are too bright. Yeah, so officially, the car flashing their lights, probably saw a deer. Don't flash your lights if you see a deer. Nobody cares. A deer is long gone by the time you see the next vehicle. get a couple of glimpses of the lake over here. Maybe not. I'm not sure. I think we go into the forest here. I saw a glimpse of the lake south of Slocan. Welcome to Slocan. If they cut these trees down, this would be a gorgeous viewpoint here.
It would be.
Pull out the pickup was and walk up to that cliff there.
Yep.
That's some magical photos right there. Fortunately, we are on a crazy tight timeline. Right now, my best scenario is 2:15. We're gonna have to call them.
Yeah.
See if they can do a late load. Here we go. We're down the hill. Slocan is to the right in the trees over here. I'm gonna call it a day here. Hope you guys enjoyed that.
I know I did.
It's always a fun drive. And now it continues. Now we follow the, what river is this? I don't know what river this is. Slocan River, maybe? That seems logical. Probably the Slocan River. Follow that all the way down. There's some beautiful places to pull over, and there's some spots you can see rope swings where people swing into the river in the summer. And it's gorgeous. Highly recommend this route. Yeah, for now, thank you guys for all your support. Thank you to everyone that hit that join button. Your name's going to show up in the members list if you hit the join button. Just be patient with me. If you hit the join button, it might take 2 weeks before, maybe 3 weeks before your name shows up, but it'll get there. It'll get there. But you have to remember, I shot this video 2 weeks ago, and I look at it every weekend, so it could be up to 3 weeks till your name shows up. But for now, we are out of here. You guys absolutely rock.
Adios.